everywhere I went, it was, I'm sorry about my son's behaviour, I'm sorry. And I started hearing my daughter apologise for her brother, and that was really hard as a family to not be able to go anywhere without justifying, I'm sorry. And I ended up hating those words.
Having a special needs child is something which is really hard to put into words, and I had never imagined the kind of trials that I would be faced with on a personal level from having a child with special needs. All of the things I had believed about myself, I was starting to question because I didn't know how to help my son.
My son's 5th birthday, I booked out a huge part of a cinema so that he could go and watch Planes for his birthday. And this was before any of the sensory movie days or anything that's now been set up on the coast. We got asked to leave because my son was cheering because the plane got up, which meant that my whole family had to leave. The friends that we brought up, we all had to leave. And I sat outside the cinema with my son and I cried. And I just went, this is crap. Like, this is his birthday. It's on his birthday. And something in me went, you know what? We're going to go ahead with this Christmas party, because up until that day, it was, can we do this? We're just two mums. And something snapped. And I went, you know what? I'm going to do it. And I'm going to have a day where families don't have to be sorry. The words, I'm sorry, were not going to happen at my Christmas party. It was, nothing's going to be a problem. And everyone's going to have a good time, and no family is going to be made to feel like they're not welcome or that their child's disability is a problem. And that was my aim.
Our first Christmas party that we did was at Camp Breakaway in 2013. We had around 700 people who turned out on the day. We had a lot of community involvement and other private businesses who were touched in some way by autism or disabilities and really wanted to see this come to the Central Coast.
Just something that Catherine had a dream of. This is her dream. And it was just a dream until we got together and went, you know what, no, it's needed. And we set out a plan, and it wasn't smooth sailing. It was the first year that it was run. It was hard. It was up and down and on and off, and it was that sheer determination at the end after my son's birthday that I went, absolutely, is this not going off? It has to happen. And I think from there I gave it 110%, and Catherine gave it 110%.
One of the biggest challenges that I think Belle and I have in putting this party together is funding. It's very hard to plan and execute a large-scale event, especially when you're looking at having to deal with special needs children. So there are extra measures that you have to put in place, all of which cost money.
What we do need, though, is people to jump on board and to support us in way of financial sponsorship, and also by donating goods and services. We've been so fortunate with the people that have supported us over the past 2 years, and I'm very confident that they will again jump on board and help this very, very worthwhile cause.
The Special Needs Children's Christmas Party is a day where we try and put as much planning into and thought as possible. We want it to be a really fun day for the children, for the siblings as well, regardless of their age, and also for the parents and carers, because some of them, that might be the only event for the entire year that they actually get to go to.
My daughter's, well, she's only just turned 8, and she wanted to help out so much. And I watched her this year on the fairy floss stand and on the slushies, and she was so happy giving back. And I think that siblings with children with a disability just become these beautiful, caring, giving people, and it meant the world for her to be able to help out. And me seeing that, oh my God, I've never been more proud of my family.
I always tell my children that if you share, you get more back. And I really believe in that. I think from sharing the vision that Belle and I had to provide entertainment and social opportunities for other families on the coast, I have got so much out of that experience, and I wouldn't change it for the world.